I just realized I never really posted any videos of my new Grom, so here it is. I've been working on it a little while. I've got some parts put on it. I bought it, I can't remember when I bought it, but I've done a few races on it. It pretty much was bought for a race bike and a play bike. I haven't ridden it on the street too much. So I took the headlights off, got a number plate on there. You see I took it to the Wiro race at the GNFs. I actually won that one on a Sunday at Barber. It was hilarious riding this bike around Barber Motorsports Park, the big track. It was super fun. I got some rear sets from Taiwan. I believe I got them off eBay. They're kind of crappy. They bend pretty bad, but as long as you replace the bolts, they just keep on going. You usually break the bolts off. I've wrecked it multiple times, as you can tell. These hand guards are awesome on any little bike. It's one of the best things you can buy for like a mini racing bike. Had to cut my levers a little bit to make them fit. I got some Pro Grips on there. Ordered most of the parts from Hard Racing. They're one of the better distributors for Grom parts so far. Taiga also has some good stuff. Man in the Box, I think, is the other place I ordered a few things from. Wrecked it on this side a few times. So the main thing I've done to it that helped a lot is the exhaust, of course. I've got the full Yoshimura stainless steel. It was a lot cheaper than the carbon fiber, so I just went with the stainless steel. The tires, the stock tires suck. So I put on Michelin Power Pures. They're 2 compound scooter tires pretty much. I want to go to some race tires. I've been riding with some guys with some race tires, and theirs seem to perform a little bit better than mine, but these are much better than stock. I went the cheaper route with the shock. I got the Katako, pretty basic shock. It's better than stock, a little stiffer. I'm gonna try to get an Öhlins or an YSS eventually, but for now, this will work. And this bike can actually get pretty expensive once you start buying parts for it. I have the K&N air filter on a Chimera, custom-made Chimera air intake. Probably can't see it too well, but you can Google it. I bought mine at Hard Racing. I actually broke my horn off. You can see I had to JB weld that back on. Oops. The brakes are fine. I didn't do anything to the brakes. It's got plenty of brakes for this bike, I think, even though there's a lot of options out there. Forgot to mention the handlebars. That was a great upgrade. The normal huge handlebars that are way up here, I got rid of those. I didn't like them, so I went with Pro Taper. I didn't get the thicker ones. It's the Wyndham RM Mid, which was the best fit for me. On the forks, I actually put in Racetech springs. No, Öhlins springs, sorry. I put Öhlins springs in the front. It was a pain to get the springs in there. You actually have to take a torch, take the forks completely off, heat them up to melt the Loctite, take the tip of the fork off, pull the springs out that way. But I'll maybe do a video on that when I put the emulators in there. Right now it's just springs. So we'll probably do a video and show how to put the springs in there. There's a good one by Hard Racing if you actually want to do it yourself. They have a great video on the process, which is what I used. You can see I got silicone on the side plates. I got it safety wired for Wiratech. I had to safety wire it. And it was a funny race riding this thing on Barber with a bunch of other guys. I was the lightest one, which helped me out a lot. Pretty much won the race for me, I think. A lot of the bigger guys couldn't keep up on the straight. I also did some races at the Heron compound on here. I don't have my other trophy here, but they got some cool new trophies. Check that out. And round 3 is coming up next weekend, which I'm hoping to go be a part of. The guy who made these trophies did an awesome job. I can't remember his name, but I'll have to figure it out. I got first in round 1 and then third in round 2 because there were about 8 guys in round 2. And a couple of them are pretty fast. So hopefully next time I can get them. But that's it. I just want to show you my Grom. I'm going to go do another race with it this weekend. This is one of the funnest bikes I've ever raced. Even though it's small, it's more fun than the big bikes at times. I have had no problems out of it. There was one small recall I had done to replace the fuel pump. So if you do have one, get to a dealer and check your VIN number. The only thing I really want to upgrade more right now are these rear sets because they just bend too easy and I crash a lot. And you see I've already bent the brake lever. I've already bent probably the clutch shifter bars bent a little bit where I wrecked pretty good there. Me and a friend bumped into each other. And that's just, I want to get some aero or some driven rear sets, something along those lines, because the stock pegs just drag too much. You cannot race it with the stock pegs. You can, but it's hard to do. I took my fender off, as you can see. I have a fender eliminator. Got to get it put back on. I also need a rear sprocket. That is the stock rear sprocket. I have a little bit smaller front rear sprocket, but I need to get a bigger stock. Not that much bigger. Just maybe one more tooth of Vortex sprocket. But it's been fun. I'm gonna throw my headlight on after this next race. There it is, and my pegs. Maybe put the pegs back on, but definitely the headlight, and go get some street riding out of it. See if I can find my keys. I'll crank it up. I found my key. I'm probably the worst person in the world about losing motorcycle keys. I cannot hang on to a set of keys to save my life. Now let's put it in gear and neutral. Not in gear. Crank her up. The new intake actually made a big difference in the sound as well, not just the exhaust. I have the exhaust on first. I do not have a power commander, and I kind of need to get one. I want to get one with an auto tune. The Yoshimura sounds really good. The intake sounds a little better also. It's not too loud. I did take the silencer out. That's it. It was really quiet with the silencer in. So I took the silencer out, which made it a little bit louder. But that is the full stainless steel version. And it actually sounds pretty good. And this is pretty much what most people are going with. I haven't seen too many other exhausts. I know a guy with a carbon version, a couple others with the Yoshi version. There's a man-in-the-box custom one they sell, and I've seen that one a couple times. But here's my bike. I'm going to get some more video. I actually have a couple videos riding it. I'm going to get them up soon. I just wanted to give you a look at it. So when the race season starts in February, if they still have a Grom class in Weir, I'm definitely going to be out there at Talladega GP, and we'll get some video of that and see how that goes. I'm thinking it's going to be really fun. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of... My iPhone decided to run out of memory. I should have bought a 32 gig. But anyway, there was about 12 people at Barber for the Weir race, and I'll keep you updated. I'm hoping they're still going to do the Grom class, and I'm hoping we're going to have a lot more Groms next time for the Weir series. It starts in February. You know, goes all the way through to the end of the season. I'm hoping we're going to have 20-30 Groms out there at Tally and Road Atlanta, and it's going to be a blast. And I'm hoping to win some races and get some of those crappy little medallions they give you for winning. I might race a bigger bike. I have a ZX, my 636. I might race it and Superbike C or whatever. We'll see how it goes. But I'll keep you updated either way, and it'll be fun. The Grom is definitely going to be a blast to race with all the other guys on these tiny little bikes. So I'll post some other videos soon of my Grom shenanigans. See you guys later.